Hey guys, welcome to Stage 0 version 4 by 71 Studios. In this video, I'll be introducing the new version of the plugin. If you are new to the plugin, it's an Unreal Engine 5 plugin designed to help Unreal Engine projects reduce shader, material, textures, and PSO related hitches by preparing important assets before the player reaches the gameplay level. I'll show the basic setup, the recommended starting configuration, and how to generate the warm-up manifest stage 0 uses at runtime. Before that, let me go through the new features in version 4. So we have a fully new integrated loading screen system. It's fully customizable. You can choose multiple images, videos, custom widgets, overlays. You can customize the text and the styling. We have multiple improvements to the packaged build warm-up, to the progress bar display, and multiple fixes. Let's start by how to set up stage 0 from scratch. I will not be using any of the demo material in this plugin. If you're using it for the first time, make sure to enable the plugin. Make sure it's version 4. So, first we will create our new boot level. I have created this level. Then we will go to the level blueprint. Click here, go to open level blueprint. Then we have our setup here. We have event begin play. We call the stage 0 subsystem. Let me delete this one. So let's call the stage 0 subsystem. Make sure to press on this one. Then we will call can skip stage 0 warmup. In this version, we have this new node. It's a condition to check if the player already precompiled the precompiled the shaders or not. We will get a branch. So if stage 0 can skip the warm-up, if it's true, I will do it in a bit. Let's start by false. If it's false, register loading widget. Then we will call warm up all maps. After that, we call start warm up. And then we get, make sure to pull everything from the subsystem. Assign on warm up finished. Pull this here. So if stage 0 cannot skip the warm up, it will register the loading widget. It will warm up all maps from the manifest. I will be explaining the manifest in a minute. Then it will start the warm up process. Once it's done, you will pull from the subsystem. You will set the primary level. The primary level is the level that your player will go to after the warm-up is completed. Once that's done, transition to primary level. Here you will select your level. Let's choose our level. And here we're done. Okay, I forgot one node is set warm-up cache enabled. Let's put that before the begin play. This is basically to enable the warm-up. Make sure to press enable. So we have begin play, set warm-up cache enabled, Then we check if the game can skip the warm up. If it's false, it will register the widget warm up all maps start warm up. If it's true, if it can skip the warm up, directly go to set primary level. Then we transition to the level. And that's it. Let's delete this one. And we press save. Compile and save. Once that is done, we'll go and create our widget. Let's create a new user widget, user interface, widget blueprint. Do not choose user widget. Go to all classes and search for stage 0 loading widget. Once that is done, let's call it loading widget stage 0. Open your widget, get a canvas. Then we will get a progress bar, the text box. Let's put the text here. This is our progress bar. Anchor this here and this is here. Make sure to tick is variable for both. And let's get an image. Make sure the image is behind everything. Is variable and call it background image. But you must call it exactly like this: background, capital B and capital I. Then you compile and save, and let's go to the graph. We will call the stage 0 subsystem. Stage 0 subsystem. We will get our text block and our progress bar. Here we will get assign on warm-up progress. Call this event, connect it to event construct, and then for the progress bar, pull the pin and call set progress. Set percent. Connect it, and from the warm-up progress event, you will connect the percent. For the text block, you will get format text, call format text. Then you will type 0/1, which means that completed tasks over the total tasks. Then here we pull from the text block and set text. Call this node. Target is okay. It's this node, set text. Then from the results, put in your text. That's it. So event construct, bind event to on warm-up progress. From the subsystem, it will call this event. You will get your progress bar, set percent, and the text block. You will format the text and set it. Let's save it. and close that. Now let's go to project settings. Scroll down to stage 0 and let's go to warm up cache. Make sure to enable these settings. It will make sure that it will save the warm up for so that the second time the player opens the game, it doesn't take long to warm up. Let's go to boot screen and let's select the built-in loading widget class. We will select our new widget. And here you can choose the loading icon texture. To set the loading icon texture, you will go and let me check. Yeah, loading icon texture image. So here we have our widget. If we want to add the spinner, we call an image, we get an image. This is our image. Make it variable and make sure you call it loading icon image, capital L, capital I, and just put it here. So let's go back to project settings. Here you can customize the boot screen. Make sure to choose this correct widget, the loading icon texture, background images. Let's set one image. Here you can set the interval, the duration. If you need music, you can put that. If you want to boot video and intro, you can set that here. Loading screens, I will be explaining it in another video. As for the warm-up, the default should be fine. If you need to know more information about the options, just hover above it and it should display the option. Just one note about this option, load maps during warm-up. This will cause a heavy load on the player and the engine. So it's better to keep it off. Unless you really have a use case where you need to load the map during warm-up, so you can turn it on. But in some cases, it might crash your game. Let's test it. Here we have the image. It's preparing and warming up the textures. Okay, wait, I forgot one thing. Before you start packaging your game or testing, you need to open stage 0 manifest utility right here. So the basic idea of stage 0 is that it's not collecting the info, the material and texture in runtime. It collects everything from a manifest. Here you can select all the maps in project or selected maps only. Here we have two options to generate or build the manifest. This will build it in the background. Because of how Unreal Engine is, doing it in the background might miss some assets, but it's lighter on the engine. If you have the right hardware as a developer, not the player, always build an editor. This might freeze your editor, but it will make sure to collect everything. Then we open the asset. Here we can see that we generated the manifest for 35 maps. That's the amount of textures, materials, and general info of the manifest. So if we test, it's working fine. The second time it's faster. In the packaged game, it will skip the second time completely. I tested and confirmed that it works in the packaged game. The second time, it should skip the loading screen completely if the cache is saved. That's the basic setup and manifest workflow. Stage 0 is now configured and has the data it needs for runtime warmup. Next, I'll be setting up stage 0 loading system in the next video, and thank you.